Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for hopping on another phone call with Freedom. I am your host, Sarah Jane. I appreciate you showing up in my corner of the world where we talk the universe. So as many of us know, we are quite literally in a state of evolution. Things are changing. There's a new way of doing things that is becoming readily available to all of us. A new belief structure, a new way of doing things. And there's so many tools that I've learned over the last couple years that have completely changed my life internally and externally. So once I started seeing results in my own world was when I started answering questions because people started asking. So there's many tools that I utilize on a regular basis to help me continue to navigate and stay in a good vibration. One of these tools is setting my intention. One of the most common questions that I get is, what do you mean set your intention? What even is that? What does that look like? So today's episode, I wanted to focus for a few moments on what setting your intention is, because this is something you're going to be able to utilize throughout your life for pretty much everything you do. You always want to be setting your intention. So let's talk about what that is. Let's break that apart for a moment. When you are setting your intention for something, what you're doing is you're just taking a moment before you begin it to focus on the desired outcome. That's what setting your intention is. It's taking a moment before you begin your project to focus on the desired outcome. So let's say you're in school. Let's say you have a test coming up. You're getting ready to study. Let's say you go to the library, you sit down, you unfold all your books. It's in that moment where you would set your intention. Before you flip those books open, before you begin studying, take a second to focus on the desired outcome. Why are you studying? Because I want to ace this test. So see yourself acing the test. That is setting your intention. I'm going to tell you scientifically why this is so important. You have an energy field, surrounds you, completely enfolds you. If you haven't checked out last week's episode, make sure you do, because we talk in detail about the energy field. But you have an energy field that surrounds you, and this energy field is constantly vibrating and moving. Sometimes you're getting ready to do something and you might find it difficult to stay focused or to stay present or to stay there, and that's because you haven't set your intention. Therefore, your energy is all over the place. I'm going to explain what happens with your energy field when you set your intention. When you're manifesting, which is going to be an episode we do in the future, so if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Check back every Wednesday for a new episode. But when you're manifesting, when you're creating things, what you do is you think and you feel. And when you think and you feel at the same time, this creates an energy, like a little energy ball almost, right out front of your heart chakra. You can't see it, but you can feel it. When you think and you feel at the same time, you create this energy ball. It floats right out front of your heart chakra. It then floats off into your energy field, and it acts as a magnet, attracting like vibrations. This is how your energy field works. So you're constantly in this flow of thinking and feeling and moving. Thinking, feeling, moving. Thinking, feeling, moving. This is the flow that your energy field is constantly in. But it flows all over the place, right? When you set your intention, what you're doing is you're taking all of the energy in your energy field and you're pulling it back. You're pulling it back in. You're utilizing the energy. You're giving it a sense of direction. In that moment when you set your intention and you're taking a moment to focus on your desired outcome, you're telling your energy, this is where we're going. You're then utilizing, through setting your intention, your entire energy field now is moving in the same direction toward the same goal. When you don't set your intention, You're not utilizing your entire energy field. You're only using what little bit of focus and attention you have with the energy you're currently dealing with. A portion of your energy field. That's the importance of setting your intention. The reason you set your intention is because you are harnessing your entire energy field and you are giving it a sense of direction. You are putting energy toward the goal that you want. And not just a little bit, but your whole field. So back to the example of studying for a test. Before you flip those books open, you want to close your eyes and you want to see and feel receiving that test back with an A+ on it. What does that feel like? Well, damn, that feels good. That feels amazing. Let's go. I know this information. This is in alignment with the highest good. Let's go. That takes all of 20 seconds. But what you've done in that 20 seconds is harness your energy. And now, not only is you and your mental and your physical working in alignment, but your energetic body is also working in alignment with your mental and physical. Now, you as a unit is heading toward your goal. So really, there's two parts to setting your intention. The first is to get clear as to why you're doing something. And the second part is to take 20 seconds to see it and feel it ahead of time. What you've done is you've taken all your energy, you've put it in one direction, and you've sent it out to work for you. When you start getting good at this, you start seeing miracles. Exercises and tools like this not only are beneficial because you're creating your reality, but they're also beneficial because they're adding to that core belief that says, I am powerful. I am capable. I am co-creating. I am a beast. I am amazing. I am accomplishing all of my goals. Because that's my birthright and because I'm powerful enough to do so. Every time you utilize these tools, such as setting your intention, that's what you're saying to yourself. That's what you're saying to the universe. It's pretty mind-blowing. It really is pretty mind-blowing. It's such a beautiful thing to realize how powerful we really are and to allow ourselves to explore these spaces of power. And allowing ourselves to feel powerful and step back into our power. A lot of us have been in survival mode for so long, guards up, guns blazing, and it's almost uncomfortable to move into a space of steadiness and comfort and power. So that's the transition that we're in right now. And there's so many different tools that have completely changed my life, but setting my intention has been one of the most powerful. I now visualize every morning. But to be honest with you, that practice is even semi-recent, and I've been doing this work for almost 7 years now. But I had to go through the veil just like everybody else. So my mind has been conditioned just like everybody else. So to get myself into a space where I felt comfortable to visualize every morning, that has taken time because it meant exposing beliefs that I had about myself, such as I wasn't worthy or wasn't capable or I wasn't powerful. Exposing these beliefs and having to sit down and have a conversation with them, and then reconstructing these new beliefs that encourage me and that support my survival. So now it's easier to sit down every morning and visualize, because I've been through that process. But the process is really something, right? A lot of us are in that process right now. So that process is, if you're going through that deconstruction and taking that hard look at yourself and your beliefs, the beliefs that you've absorbed during childhood, what you truly believe about yourself and this world and how it all works. If you're in that process right now, I just want to tell you that it is not a mistake that you are here, that you're listening to this podcast. Let me be a message from the universe to let you know that you're in the right spot, that you're heard, and that you're seen, and that you are supported. Continue hearing yourself, your real self. You know intuitively what's right and what's wrong. Hear yourself, no matter how fearful that can get, because on the other side of that fear, once that fear is dispelled, you always get a universal gift, some type of miracle. It's really, truly beautiful. So now I visualize every morning. And before I visualize, I sit down on the couch. I have water with fruit every morning. I sit down on the couch, I drink my water and fruit, and I take a second before I begin visualizing. Why am I visualizing? Because this is what I'm creating in my reality. And then I see, well, what do I want to create? A recent hiccup that I had was a car issue. That was $2,200. And immediately it was like, okay, don't get stressed out, relax. All you need was a number, 2,200. Okay. For a week and a half, I visualized having the money, going to the dealership, paying the car, having no problem. I visualized no problem at all, setting the appointment, taking my car in, paying for it happily, getting in my car, driving down the road, the fix being done, right? And what that would feel like. So every morning, I would sit down, and my intention was, okay, I'm getting ready to visualize this because this is where we're moving to. And then take a second to see yourself on the way home, driving in the car. Everything's good. I'm taking a deep breath. I'm putting my energy there. Okay, release it. Now I'll open my eyes, take a drink of water, and really get into the visualization. Really see every detail. See me packing up my purse and getting ready to leave to go to the appointment. See myself getting in the car, driving the car to the appointment, loving the car, being so grateful that I have a vehicle. And it's a vehicle that I love. It's one of my biggest manifestations to date. I have been a student of the universe for years. I just wasn't consciously aware of it till about 6 years ago. But there are certain things now that I use on a regular basis that I did not use. And this idea of setting your intention is one of them. This is a massive tool. So no matter what you're doing, it doesn't even matter what you're doing, set your intention before you begin. If you're going to clean your car, before you get up and go out there to clean your car, take a second to set your intention. What does that mean? 2 steps. The first, why am I doing this? Because I want a clean car. Second step, what is that going to look like? What is that going to feel like? For a split second, close your eyes. See yourself cleaning the car. See yourself sitting in the car with it all clean, driving down the road in a nice clean car. Then open your eyes and get to it. All right? So no matter what it is you're doing, and really, once you get really good at this, you're going to start wanting to do this right when you wake up. Wake up in the morning. The first thing you're going to do is set your intention to have a good day. What does that mean? Why am I setting my intention to have a good day? Well, because I'm living it. I want to enjoy it. So now see and feel it. Take a moment to close your eyes and see and feel miracles happening today. See and feel yourself in alignment. See and feel yourself feeling healthy. It's not going to be easy in the beginning because we're not conditioned to be in that vibration. We're conditioned to be in a lower vibration. And this is why science is so important for everybody to understand. It has been a process for me to get to that point where I wake up in the mornings and I'm setting my intention like that. It doesn't happen overnight. But every time you try, you rewire the brain a little more. Eventually, you get to a point where you're waking up in the morning and you're setting your intention. First step, why? Because I want to have a good day. What does that see and feel like? Miracles. Now you've taken your entire energy field, you've harnessed it, you've sent it in a direction. Now your entire being is working in alignment with each other to get you to where you want to go. So I hope that this assisted you and gave some clarity. This is a tool that you are absolutely going to want to use moving forward in your future. Remember, for everything you do, set your intention. There's 2 parts. The first is to ask yourself why you are doing what you're doing. The second is to see and feel the outcome as if it's already been done. If you have a job interview, why are you going to do this? Because I really think I'd be a great fit for this job. I think I'd really enjoy it. It's really something that would float my boat. See and feel yourself getting the job. Take a deep breath, then go to the interview. Let's say you have a date that you're getting ready to go out on. Before you leave that door, you want to set your intention. Why am I going out on this date? Because I'm ready for love. I want to experience love. What does that see and feel like? See yourself laughing. See yourself having a great time. Take that deep breath. Go out on that date. Fall in love. All right, so there's examples on examples that I could explain, but you get the picture. So I'm going to wrap up there. Thank you guys so much for loving and supporting me while I love and support you. My intention before I began this podcast was to send you all love and wisdom and clarity and just give some advice about some tools that I currently use in my day-to-day that have really made a major impact. And they're really small tools. It's like having a drill when you're building an entire house. Like the drill is so small compared to the huge house, but you're not going to get the house built without the drill, right? Or the screwdriver, but I hope it's a drill. That would suck. Speaking of building, that is what we are doing here on this platform. I've created this podcast just to be a safe space for people to come together, to learn, to expand, to build, to grow together. The world truly is in a state of evolution. So that has been my intention with this podcast, is just to assist you in thinking expansive thoughts. Truly thinking expansive thoughts, because now is the time to do so, and you are safe to do so. So that's all the higher selves want, right? Your higher self is like, yeah, think expansive thoughts, because most of us are beginning to discover that the things that we have been taught about this world, about how it works, about the universe, is not quite accurate. So this is really a beautiful time to be alive. If you are here, feet in the ground, then you are ground crew. And that is incredible. A lot of times, because we're conditioned, we beat ourselves up and we think we're this and we think we're that. But from a universal perspective, you are amazing. Otherwise, you would not be here on Earth at this time. There are thousands of beings lined up to incarnate on Earth. But those that are here on Earth right now, as she's transitioning from a lower vibrational atmosphere to a higher vibrational atmosphere, you are amazing. There's conditioning we're dealing with, but the truth is you are amazing. And it's not a mistake that you're here and that you've aligned with me, especially right now because we're just beginning the podcasts. But I thought that we're at a point now for me to start expanding out, utilizing different platforms. So if you haven't already, I'll leave a link below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You can follow me on my other social media platforms as well. And definitely check back. I would love for you to hop back on for another phone call with Freedom every Wednesday. And then, of course, I do card readings on Monday as well. And we have a lot of really fun things that are getting ready to surface, some projects that we're nurturing right this second. So definitely make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you stay alert and aware and get notified of all the fun, beautiful things that we have getting ready to surface in the near future. Also, make sure you hop onto my website at InnerSarah, InnerSarah.com. You can subscribe that way so that you get notified when my book comes out. It's in the editing stages right now, so I'm really excited about this. It's everything that I've learned out of my mind and into a book. But as you can tell, we're in the beginning stages of this, so I'm excited for everybody to come together. And I appreciate you so much for loving and supporting me while I love and support you. Make it a beautiful week, and I will see you next Wednesday when you hop back on for another phone call with Freedom.